Our region's business is sponsored by PNC for the Achiever in You.
An innovation pioneered by a company based right here in our region is putting Pittsburgh on the front lines of preventing flatulence. Yes, you heard me right. A company in the United Kingdom called Shreddies produces underwear with odor control. The secret ingredient, a fabric called Zorflex. Well, it turns out that Zorflex is produced by a subsidiary of Calgon Carbon, a homegrown company that got its start 75 years ago producing activated carbon for, fittingly enough, gas masks. Over the past few weeks, Shreddies went viral on the internet, and Calgon Carbon has been taking advantage of the attention to spread the good word about activated carbon and many other uses as well. Adrienne Fazio is here to tell us how a little piece of Pittsburgh has wound up in all those pants. She is marketing manager at Calgon Carbon, and welcome. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
So this has got to be, the company's been around for 75 years. You do all this serious science. You have really big role in water purification, all these other uses. Now all of a sudden you're a global sensation because of underwear.
Correct.
So how did this come about?
Actually, Zorflex has been around for about 30 or so years. It was introduced over in the UK because the British Ministry of Defence was interested in creating chemical agent suits for clothing and socks and gloves and whatnot.
So that's the kind of thing you've actually got standing there beside you, right?
Exactly, right. And it protects against chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear agents.
So this was a really serious defense initiative to
Correct.
protect people from really dangerous stuff, right?
Correct, yeah.
So tell me about the suit that's beside you there.
So if one were to go to war and needed protection against any sort of agents that are out there beyond just what they're inhaling, anything that would be hazardous to one's skin, this would be an appropriate suit to wear, and it's lightweight, sweat resistant, so it's very easy to wear while it's protecting someone's skin.
So you've got a subsidiary factory over there in the UK manufacturing this fabric. So how does it migrate from that sort of really intense use to the way Shreddies is now using it?
Well, there's actually a ton of uses for activated carbon cloth. So Shreddies, their interest obviously was in odor control for flatulence problems, and it's a very serious issue for a lot of patients that have Crohn's disease, irritable bowel syndrome, colitis, and other digestive disorders, so that are dealing with, you know, uncomfortable situations. So this company out of the UK saw it as a market potential and, you know, something that they could help solve. So they came out with this back in 2013.
So it's actually been out for a couple of years, and again with a very serious purpose, but just too tempting for the talk radio and the
Right.
social media and everybody else to have some fun with as well. I guess now they're rolling out blue jeans and other clothing items
Right,
as well made of this
exactly.
stuff.
Yep.
But this is only part of what Calgon Carbon is all about, right?
Right. So other applications for this activated carbon cloth, besides military and defense protection, are in industrial applications for air and water purification, and more recently actually for the medical industry. So we use the cloth for ostomy bags for a similar purpose of controlling odor and also the control of release of gases when patients have to use that. And in the last few years, we've done some medical research and found out that it can help accelerate wound healing as a wound dressing if you place it directly on the skin.
Activated carbon cloth can actually heal better.
They found out I think they started placing it on animal wounds in horses and dogs and found how quickly the wounds were healing, so they started trying it on humans, and they found excellent results. So we've had a lot of positive clinical studies already using the product. We're actually FDA compliant, so we're ready to sell and distribute in the US as well.
Wow, that is really exciting stuff. I never would have thunk it. We probably should explain for folks who don't know, what exactly is activated carbon and why does it have these properties? How can it do all this
Sure.
stuff?
Well, so one of the first mentions of activated carbon actually dates back to 1550 BC for medical use in the treatment of food poisoning. So since then, there have been several hundreds of applications with activated carbon, and activated carbon is actually a very micropore structure that's adsorbent. So it has all these kind of nooks and crannies, and it removes any contaminants, colors, odors from whatever air, water situation that you're in. Actually, 2 grams of activated carbon is equivalent in surface area to a football field.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. And it goes obviously beyond fabric. There's activated carbon purifying water systems, right, all over the world. And so.
Yep. So actually, in Moon Township and other local water authority, they actually use our product, granular activated carbon, to help purify the municipal drinking water.
Really cool. And Calgon Carbon, headquartered right here in our region, born in our region,
Right.
what, about 75 years ago,
Correct.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, really exciting, and it's terrific to see this kind of innovation happening here, and now attracting well-deserved
Exactly.
international attention. Adrienne Fazio from Calgon Carbon, thank you so much.
Thank
Really
you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. And we'll be back in a minute with a little dollars and cents. Stay with us.